Attention passionate Detroit, Lions fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Detroit Lions' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave division rivals stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Detroit Lions fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Detroit Lions fans. Let's get to the news all right. Lions fans, buckle up because there's some major buzz swirling around our beloved team, and it could be a real game changer for the NFC North and the Lions' quest for another Super Bowl appearance. The word on the street is that Detroit is making a serious push to land one of the NFL's most disruptive pass rushers, Danielle Hunter from the Houston Texans. Now I know what you're thinking. Hunter, that guy's a beast. And you're right. If this trade goes through, it's going to elevate our defense to an entirely new level, a true game winner for the Lions in their bid to dominate the division and make some serious noise in the playoffs. Sources close to the league suggest that the Lions are in serious talks with the Texans over acquiring Hunter, offering a first-round pick in the 2026 draft. Now, this isn't just some rumor, folks. There's a whisper that the deal is nearly finalized, but as of now, nothing is set in stone. Still, the potential impact is enormous. Hunter, who's 31 and an elite-level edge rusher, could be the missing piece that transforms the Lions' defense from good to downright scary. Think about it, with Hunter, our pass rush would become one of the best in the league, constantly pressuring quarterbacks, forcing turnovers, and creating chaos that would make opposing offenses lose their rhythm. Let's delve deeper into this potential move and what it signifies for the Lions' future, both short-term and long-term. But first, a comprehensive overview of the Lions' current state. The Detroit Lions, a historic perspective asterisk. The Detroit Lions have always been a franchise with a storied, if somewhat tumultuous, history. Founded in 1930, the Lions have experienced periods of success, notably in the 1950s when they won 4 NFL championships, 1952, 1953, 1957, 1957. However, the franchise truly struggled for much of the modern era, with a notable drought in Super Bowl appearances, their last being Super Bowl XXX in 1991, where they fell to the Steelers. In recent years, the Lions have been building something special. Under head coach Dan Campbell, who was hired in 2021, the team has embraced a gritty, relentless identity. Campbell's fiery leadership and emphasis on toughness and team chemistry have resonated with fans and players alike. The Lions' roster has been steadily improving, showcasing a blend of young talent and veteran savvy. The quarterback position has been a significant focus, with Jared Goff leading the charge since 2021. Goff, who was acquired via trade from the Rams, had a rejuvenation in Detroit, posting career highs in completion percentage, 66.4%, passing yards 438 in 2022, and touchdown passes, 29 in 2022. His leadership has been instrumental in turning the Lions from perennial underachievers into playoff contenders. Current defensive landscape. Defensively, the Lions have been trending upward but still harbor room for improvement. Last season, they ranked 18th in points allowed, 23.4 per game, and 16th in yards allowed, but their pass rush was somewhat inconsistent. Despite having Aiden Hutchinson, the second overall pick in the 2022 draft, who recorded 9.5 sacks as a rookie, the team lacked the consistent edge presence to truly terrorize quarterbacks over a full season. Hutchinson, a Michigan native and a local hero, has been a bright spot. His relentless motor and ability to bend around blockers have made him a cornerstone of Detroit's defense. In 2023, expectations are high that he'll build on his rookie success, possibly eclipsing 10 sacks again with better complementary pieces around him. The significance of Danielle Hunter asterisk now, entering the conversation is Danielle Hunter, a player whose career and current form could be the missing link for Detroit's defensive aspirations. Standing at 6'5" and weighing around 263 pounds, Hunter's physical attributes are complemented by his explosive athleticism. His 40-yard dash time of 4.57 seconds is among the best for edge rushers of his size, and it's evident in his game tape. Hunter's ability to bend the edge, combined with his relentless pursuit of the quarterback, makes him a nightmare for offensive tackles. In 2023, Hunter's performance has been impressive, albeit with some injury concerns. He played 15 games, registering 10.5 sacks, which is a testament to his continued elite production. His 48 tackles, including 32 solo stops, 4 forced fumbles, and 3 pass breakups, demonstrate his all-around disruptive ability. His PFF grade of 84, one places him firmly among the league's top-tier pass rushers. His pressures, totaling 72 last season with 22 QB hits, highlight his knack for getting into the backfield. His win rate at the line of scrimmage is approximately 24%, indicating he frequently beats offensive linemen and creates havoc. His EPA per sack of a round, 29, is also indicative of his efficiency. He's reliably disruptive across games. Hunter's career spans over a decade, with nearly 100 sacks, 98 to be exact, and over 300 tackles. He also has 18 forced fumbles and 6 interceptions, showing his playmaking ability extends beyond just sack numbers. His knack for stripping the ball or creating turnovers could be pivotal for Detroit's defense. Why the Texans might be open to trading Hunter. The Texans, currently in a rebuilding phase, finished last season with an 8-9 record. They're focusing on developing young quarterback C.J. Stroud, the second overall pick in the 2023 draft, who has shown promise but needs more experience and weapons around him. Houston's cap situation is tight, with roughly $2 million over the limit, and they are eyeing ways to create flexibility. Trading Hunter makes strategic sense for Houston. His contract, around $28 million annually, is hefty but manageable for the Lions, especially if they view him as a cornerstone for their defense. For the Texans, moving Hunter would free up approximately $35 million in cap space, enabling them to invest more heavily in their offensive line, draft additional talent, and perhaps acquire future picks. They're also considering extending Stroud, which is crucial if they aim to build a competitive team around him. The Texans' defensive struggles last season, allowing over 27 points per game, highlight their need for pass rushers who can consistently pressure the quarterback. Adding more draft picks and cap space could accelerate their rebuild, and trading Hunter might be part of a broader strategic shift to focus on the future. The impact on the Detroit Lions now. Let's talk about what Hunter would bring to Detroit specifically. This move could be the catalyst for a seismic shift in our team's defensive capabilities. Pass rush enhancement adding Hunter would significantly boost the Lions' sacks. Last season, Detroit recorded around 42 sacks as a team. With Hunter in the fold, projections suggest that number could rise to over 52, representing a 28-30% increase. This would be one of the highest sack totals in the league, putting our pass rush in elite territory. Pressure and disruption. Hunter's pressure rate and ability to collapse the pocket would complement Hutchinson perfectly. The duo would be a nightmare for offensive coordinators trying to scheme against Detroit's front. Having two elite pass rushers on opposite edges forces offenses to double-team or chip, opening lanes for interior defenders like Isaiah Buggs or rookie prospects to generate interior pressure. Interior line and run defense. Hunter's presence also allows defensive coordinator Aaron Glenn to be more versatile. Interior linemen such as Alan McNeil could focus more on stopping the run or collapsing the pocket from inside, knowing Hunter and Hutchinson can handle the pass rush from the edges. This creates a more balanced, unpredictable defense that can adapt to different offensive schemes. Turnovers and field position. With increased pressure, the Lions could see a rise in forced turnovers. Sacks and hurried throws lead to interceptions and fumbles, which can be game changers. Better field position and more scoring opportunities could be the result, easing the workload for Jared Goff and the offensive unit. Impact on the Super Bowl ambitions. Detroit's Super Bowl odds currently sit at plus 4,000, making them long shots. A move like acquiring Hunter could dramatically shift those odds, possibly down to plus 1,500 or better. His ability to elevate the pass rush in critical moments, especially in playoff atmospheres, could be the difference between a deep run and an early exit. Supporting cast and future prospects. Beyond Hunter, the Lions have a promising core. Hutchinson, a 2022 first-round pick, is the anchor of the defense. Veteran linebacker Alex Anzalone provides leadership and stability. The secondary, anchored by safety Tracy Walker and corner Jeff Okuda, is improving. But the missing piece was often a consistent, disruptive pass rusher. Hunter could fill this void efficiently. Looking ahead, the Lions' defense could become one of the most feared units in the league. This would allow the offense, led by Jared Goff and a talented receiving core featuring Amon-Ra St. Brown and Jahmyr Gibbs, to play with more confidence, knowing their defense can close out games. The big picture. Future expectations and deep dive analyzes asterisk short-term outlook in the immediate future. If the Lions acquire Hunter, expect a marked improvement in defensive metrics. Our sack totals could increase by 25–30%, and pressures could rise significantly. This would translate into more third-and-long situations faced by opponents, leading to more punts and turnovers. Long-term vision strategically, this move signals Detroit's intent to win now. With Hunter, the team can compete at a higher level and potentially secure a top seed in the NFC playoffs. The goal is to build a defense that can carry the team deep into January and ultimately the Super Bowl. Statistical projections **** sacks, from 42 to over 52 with Hunter contributing 10 plus himself. Pressures, an increase of approximately 75 pressures per season. Turnovers, an anticipated increase of 5–7 forced turnovers. Points allowed, potential reduction from 23–4 to around 20 points per game. EPA per play, from -0.10 to -0.20, indicating more effective defensive plays. Player highlights and development: Aiden Hutchinson, already a rising star, expected to eclipse 10 sacks this season with improved technique and experience. Jared Goff, his efficiency and leadership remain critical. Better protection and a stronger pass rush boost his chances of a career year. Jahmyr Gibbs and Amon-Ra St. Brown, the dynamic duo on offense, capable of exploiting defenses even more with increased time and space. The draft and cap strategy acquiring Hunter might influence Detroit's draft strategy, possibly prioritizing interior offensive linemen or secondary help in the upcoming draft. The team's cap management will need to be precise, but the long-term benefits of Hunter's impact could outweigh the immediate financial commitment. Historical context of defensive rebuilds historically. Teams that invest in elite pass rushers and build from the front tend to see sustained success. The 2018 Jacksonville Jaguars with Calais Campbell and Yannick Ngakoue, or the 2017 Philadelphia Eagles with Brandon Graham and Fletcher Cox, are prime examples. For Detroit, adding a player like Hunter could be a similar turning point, transforming our defense into a historically formidable unit. Expectations for the division and conference, the NFC North, is evolving. The Green Bay Packers are still trying to find consistency on offense, while the Chicago Bears are in the midst of a rebuild but have promising young talent like Justin Fields and their improving defense. The Minnesota Vikings are trying to rebound with a new coaching staff. In this competitive landscape, Detroit's potential acquisition of Hunter could give us a crucial edge, especially in divisional matchups. In playoff scenarios, a dominant pass rush is often the key to success. Teams like the San Francisco 49ers or the Kansas City Chiefs have built their identity around relentless pressure and creating chaos. Detroit's pursuit of Hunter signals that we aim to emulate that blueprint. Final thoughts and passionate outlook to wrap up. This potential trade for Danielle Hunter isn't just about adding another star. It's about redefining what the Detroit Lions can achieve. The franchise has a rich history, a passionate fan base, and a growing roster filled with promising talent. Adding Hunter would be a statement move, signaling to the league and ourselves that we're here to contend at the highest level. The next few weeks leading up to the trade deadline will be crucial. If the Lions manage to pull this off, expect a seismic shift in our team's trajectory. We could see a defense that terrorizes quarterbacks, an offense that benefits from better field positions, and a playoff run that could culminate in our first Super Bowl appearance since the early 1990s. The future of Detroit Lions football looks brighter than ever. The possibility of landing Danielle Hunter is not just a rumor, it's a bold step toward greatness. As fans, we must rally behind our team, believe in the vision, and stay tuned for what promises to be an electrifying season. And of course, we want to hear from you, Lions Nation. Drop your comments below. Do you think the trade will happen? How would Hunter fit into the team? What are your Super Bowl predictions for Detroit? Your voice matters and your passion fuels our coverage. Remember, this is more than just football. It's about pride, history, and the relentless pursuit of excellence. The Detroit Lions are building something special, and with moves like acquiring Danielle Hunter, our journey toward NFL greatness is just beginning. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Detroit Lions news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. So Lions fans, it's all about the anticipation now. Will the Texans pull the trigger? Will we see Hunter don the Honolulu blue and silver? Either way, this is shaping up to be one of the most exciting times of the season. Keep your eyes peeled, because the Lions are making moves and they're doing it with purpose. This team is hungry, and with a move like this, they could be on the fast track to the Super Bowl. The division, the NFC, the NFL, everything could change in the coming weeks, and we'll be right here bringing you all the updates, analysis, and of course the passion that makes being a Lions fan so special. And now, Detroit Lions fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Detroit Lions. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Detroit Lions news. Let's go Lions!